Hey there, Twitch users, followers. I don't quite know what to call you guys yet. But, so today I found out that there is a way to buy credits using in-game money. Whereas usually you have to buy credits with IRL money. However, you can also use credits to buy playtime. Like, not playtime, but like, patronage. Which means you get a loyalty, or you get 5 loyalty tokens every day that you log in. You regain 10 says right there. You regain 10 labor every 5 minutes while logged in, and 5 labor every 5 minutes while 5 labor every 5 minutes while logged out. So, today I'm going to be mostly talking, while also doing a few dailies. So, a number of people have been asking me why I'm saving up my Gilda stars. Well, for one, it's a secret. For two, I need 100. So, today should be fun. It's currently 5:30 in the morning where I'm at. So I don't actually expect many people to be watching this at all, ever. Oh yeah, Aerith is now level 20 and is currently wearing the Breeze Mount saddle. Increases movement speed, health, and mana. So, yay! Hey, we just passed people. Oh yes, also, Jolly Q. Jolly Q is a guild that are pirates. Well, not all of them are pirates. Some of them are actually reasonably decent people. However, see right there. Jolly freaking cute. Not even... Oh, Iron Hall also are player killers. Also abbreviated as PKers. Or they PK. But not 10 minutes ago, I was doing a trade run across the seas with a friend of mine. Oh, Aerith leveled up. But he and I were going across the sea. We were almost to the other port. Matter of fact, we were going from Mahadevi to the Souls Reed Peninsula. We were right here. Jolly Q attacked the ship. Or attacked our ship, I should say. Killed both of us. And took the packs that we were going to go and trade. Also, my video card has been acting up a little bit, so I might... Actually, I should edit my settings. Oh, I froze. Oh dear. This has actually been happening quite a bit. The game will occasionally freeze, and, well, you just saw. It's actually gotten to the point where, on a number of occasions, I've had to completely exit out, like, Control-Alt-Delete Task Manager in order to get back to the game. So, that's how that went. So I'm annoyed at Jolly Q. Gonna do some dailies for Gilda's stars. Gilda Starry Stars? I hate that guy. I much prefer it when he's speaking in another language. Which I realize sounds really mean, and the voice actor did a really good job of making him very annoying. I don't know if that was the intention or not, but that's what you get. Okay, that's really annoying. There. Now I can actually see where the hell I'm going. Which, I realize that what I just did probably seems very odd. But, okay, that guy's back. 176,000 health. Yep, nope. Nope, nope, nope. No thank you, I think I'd like to stay alive. But so yes, today is mostly talking. I finally got to level 40. Yay. Tried scaling a mountain yesterday in-game. That did not go well. We ended up, oh, that reminds me, I still owe him 5 gold. I made a bet with Zower, one of my in-game friends. Really awesome guy. And we were in TeamSpeak talking, and I made a bet with him that I could get to the top of a mountain before he could. And I bet 5 gold, and he got to the top of the mountain before I did, so I owe him 5 gold. There you are. So I guess I should actually probably, like, say what the heck I'm doing. Right now I'm doing a daily, go figure, for Gilda Stars. So you need to raise a malfunctioning Leomorph and a wild snow lion. One needs to be done here in the public stable at not Falkworth Plains, because that's where I need to go next. Arkham Iris, that's right. Oh, goodness. This little guy's gonna be a pain. So one of the things that you really need to notice about these guys, they're more difficult to raise than your normal pet, so to speak. This is why I usually have 6 or so Vita Root to raise both of them. However, if this little guy eats one more, then I'm probably going to buy maybe 6 more when I get to Falkworth Plains. Supreme Silvertongue Luga. So if you can tell, some people are just really random. Oh, that guy's derping about. So, I'm doing it again, I'm sorry. One thing that I have noticed about my armor is that after a little while it does dull, it gets a bit boring, and I am trying to upgrade it to my current level, which is 40, as of about a half an hour ago. But one of the things that I need to do in order to do that, because currently I have the Sea Watcher's gauntlets, which doesn't match with the rest of my armor. I believe I've currently got the Quake armor. Or the Craftsman's Quake armor, I should say. And I do. So, all I'm missing are the greaves and the gauntlets. However, my greaves are the Artificer's Quake greaves, which means that they're the level higher than the rest of my stuff. So, currently I'm wearing level 20 armor and level 30 pants on a level 40 character. Do you see a problem with this? So I am trying to upgrade that. However, as you guys can probably tell, I don't have nearly the proficiency. My metalwork is at 420. Har har har. So, obviously, I'm a bit behind. That's not necessarily saying that I'm, sorry. I had to check something. It's not necessarily mean that I'm not willing to improve on that. It's just every time I mean to go and improve on that, I forget and use up all of my labor points. However, eventually I will be making a video on how to craft level 50 Hasla weapons. More in particular, the shield. Because I love this shield. It is awesome. Which reminds me. Weaponry. Shields. So, Mugen Fu, really awesome guy. On Twitch, he is DX Gundam Plays. Or no, that's YouTube. On Twitch, he should just be DX Gundam. He's one of the ones that I'm following. He's the leader of the Squirtle Squad. Awesome guy. Like, really awesome. He's the one who gave me and upgraded this shield. And now I am about ready for the next upgrade, which Artificer's Quake Shield is level 30. The Artisan's Quake Shield is 34. And the Conqueror's Quake Shield is actually the one that I'm tiered at. Is level 40. actually? Okay, yes, he is still online. So these are the people in Squirtle Squad. We are actively recruiting. Or, well, we are recruiting, but we're not actively recruiting. We're not going around saying, hey, you should join us just because. If you want a group of people who are actually really decent people and know how to help, come find us. We're more than willing to help. Well, I should rephrase that. We're usually willing to help, but it all usually depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to level, we can help you. If you're trying to PK people, no. We will not help with that. Oh yes, and earlier when I was talking about patronage, I am a patron. My brother, Bandersnatch, is a patron. My husband is the one who paid for both of our patronage for the first month. So that lists all the, I don't think it's requirements, but it's a buff. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. So it regenerates 10 labor every 5 minutes while online and 5 labor every 5 minutes while offline. Maximum labor is increased from 2,000 to 5,000, or maybe it was 250 or 2,500. Anyways, increases the maximum labor to 5,000. Bestows 5 loyalty tokens daily for logging in. That's what I was talking about earlier. And you level faster. Increases XP gain plus 10%. You can also list items on the auction house and own property. For instance, farmland, homeland, etc. etc. Nonetheless, it's all patron. It's all under the patron stuff. 1 month, I believe, was $15 US dollars. Which I believe translates to 12 pounds? I don't actually know. I don't know the exchange rate, but I think it's somewhere around there. Anyways, we are now in Falkworth Plains, the Firen starting zone. The Firen start in Falkworth Plains. The Hirani start in Arkham Iris. The humans start in Liliute Hills, I think. And the elves start in Gwenoid Forest, which I talked about in my last video when I was talking about how we got the other racial mounts. Because horses are humans, elks are elves, snow lions are the Firen, and the Leomorphs are for the Hirani. However, the Leomorphs look kind of wonky to me, so I do not have one. If you see somebody running around on something that looks like a chocobo mixed with a machine, that is most likely... Well, yeah, no, a chocobo mixed with a machine. But that would be a Leomorph. There are also Yadas. I do not have a Yada on this character, because I really do not see the point. You can come to any racial starting zone and buy a pet, or a mount, I should say, for, I want to say 10 silver, which is really not that much. So this little guy, as previously mentioned, is bit more difficult to raise than a normal mount. However, the malfunctioning Leomorph and the wild snow lion, I do not get to keep as mounts. You have to go and turn them back into an animal trainer in Ostera, Lutsong Harbor, or Kaenord. I believe I will be poofing up to Inister in Kaenord. And right in here, well, this is where you enter the city. Right around here is where I will need to be. But then I can pick up another few quests from a young lady right around in here. Goodness gracious. Usually pets don't only need to be washed once. When raising them, I mean. And this is one of the reasons why I have way more water than I need. I have 19, whereas usually I need at most 2. Well, at minimum 2. One for washing the pet and one for giving the pet water, like to drink. Aren't they just adorable when they're so small? And then they grow up and they look like that. So anyways, to Kaenord. I'm mostly doing this... Well, I actually found out that where the heck is the portal? It's up there. Oh, that was useless. There we go. I feel like I was saying something before. Probably, but I don't actually remember what. Anyways, this is Kaenord. That woman right there, Nui's shield recruiter, I will need to come back and talk to. Belle asks for plushies. I don't know where the hell to get them, and as such, I have yet to go and do that, or more accurately pick up that quest. But the only achievement I have been able to find in all of Kaenord so far is in this stage. And that's if you go up these steps and you stand right about here, you get an achievement, which I've already gotten, that says stood on the grand stage in the Kaenord Theater. However, you can also sit at these pianos and play music. If you get 2 people playing, you can actually make some pretty interesting music. Eventually, I would like to make a video where you guys can actually hear the game sounds of myself and Bander playing songs right there, which would be really nice. I also recently found out that you can change what song you play when you play your instrument. I'm going to come over here to the warehouse manager. And I'm going to drop these off. And I'm going to drop that off. And I should probably get more of those. I will probably not remember to do that. Okay, so these. The faded tokens. You get them from farming, well, you get them from creatures right down in here. In the Temi ruins in Hasla. And I know that there's other areas, like up here. I want to say is where you can farm more of them. And supposedly there's a spot in Auroria which you can get. However, it was recently discovered by myself and Zour that Diamond Shores is off limits. We tried sailing there from the Calmlands. We tried sailing there from Sungold Fields. We tried it from Marsala. We even tried finding the portals that go here. However, we ended up here in the Calmlands. What does that tell me? Either it's not yet open or we done goofed. Anyways. Oh, we're at crisis. Never mind. So at noon and midnight, every day in every in-game day in Innister, you can. This lady gives you a quest to do this, and every day, noon and midnight in-game, there's a rift that opens in one of two places. Either right over here, I think. No, hang on. Oh, right here. No? Well, I know one of the spots that it can open is right here. We flew down this way, so my guess would be in here. Maybe the Wave Roar Ruins. I'm not actually entirely sure. But you also get honor points for that, which I'm not entirely sure what the hell to do with them yet. But I have 509. So I'm going to come talk to the honor point collector. Oh, he's got a store. Nice. Hellfire bow. Huh. Storm darter. Interesting. Wow. 5,000 and you can buy XP. Interesting. See, that's one of those where I would really like to get that shield. But a lot of these, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure everything in here that is an equipment requires level 50. Which, you know, it doesn't necessarily surprise me. It's a little annoying, yeah, but it's not that big a deal. Arena Master. Huh. Interesting. I am not going to accept that quest as of yet. Mainly because I am only a level 40, rather than a level 50, who are the usual, I hesitate to say suspects, but those are the ones who usually go into the fray, so to speak. Oh. I have a quest to turn in. Down there. Ah, yes, Captain Isan. However, I'm I'm going to cancel that. And sit there for a minute. So, I do apologize. It's not like it's really. And sit there for a minute. So, it's not like it's anything important. So anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. We're going to go to the island. Mirage Island, more specifically. You guys are the only ones. Well, nobody watches this, so nobody. Well, nobody or anybody who watches this is going to know what I am saving up for. It's a bit selfish, which is why I've been kind of keeping it a secret. But, I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm a bit embarrassed. However, I would like to eventually have that. But I also only get the design. But look at that. Oh yeah, I'm also saving up to get a gender swap token. Because as much as fun as it is playing a guy, I really would like to see how my character would be as a female. However, that is a bit expensive. For 1345 credits, where I'm not willing to spend money. Although, particularly, I would really like to see Mugenfu, the boss. In one of these. Particularly that. I think he'd look good in it. However, this is the plate, this is the leathers, and this is the cloth. I've seen a number of people in the cloth, more particularly the females in the cloth. It's really pretty. Though, particularly, I have seen... Okay, that armor is so pretty. Anyways, I have seen a number of people wearing dresses like that, except red instead of blue and yellow. But since we're here, I'll wander around. There's really not much to do on Mirage Isle. Don't get me wrong, it's really freaking pretty. But there's not really much to do. You can wander around, look at things. You can have races up and down the coastline. But that's really about it. Archeage trees. Archeage trees are so pretty. And you get archeum from them, so win-win. What do you have to say? Apparently nothing. Interesting. there are also dairy cows. I know I keep saying log fence, but that's because that's what this is. Warehouse. Rancher. Can I talk with any of you guys? No, no, I cannot. However, these are the really pretty horses. And this adorable little thing is a black saber fang cub. Now, the saber fangs are these nasty little buggers. They're adorable, and they're so, so useful. They're battle pets. You can give them armor, and they go and attack things. For instance, I've currently got mine in aggressive mode, and he doesn't have any equipment, but I think he's gorgeous anyways. But yes, there's a black version that you can get for 5 Gildastars, which is cool, don't get me wrong. You can also buy horses, the Liliute horses. You can also buy houses, go figure. Neat. Didn't realize they had stand-up pictures for the guys, too. I have seen a number of stand-up pictures for females. Of every race, actually. Personally, I think the elven female is the most attractive. I believe it was in this one. Yes. See, there's the elf. There's the Nuian, the humans. There's a sizable glove. And then the Firin, who, don't get me wrong, is very cute. It's just I feel like her neck is a bit too long, which is bizarre. Let me rephrase that. My personal preference on attractive females, or males for that matter, is a bizarre concept. I'm gonna shut up about that. Anyways, moving swiftly onwards. This is, I believe, the galleon. Yes. Or sorry, the cutter, which is 250 Gildastars, and you get the design. It's very expensive to build, but it's very pretty, and as I've seen, reasonably well worth it. The least expensive to build and to get is the clipper designs. You can get the harpoon clipper, or you can get the adventurer's clipper. The only difference being that the harpoon clipper has a harpoon at the front, right there. And an adventurer's clipper has a, I want to say a cannon right here. Then you've got the merchant schooner, which holds a lot. I believe there was one out there. If you give me a moment, I will... Oh, there it is. It's right there. Huh. So, here is the merchant schooner. Every single one of these crates can be filled with trade packs. That right there is the Loot Song Junk. Very pretty. Also a bit difficult to steer. Oh yes. On larger ships, there are telescopes and binoculars, which, you see, that one is an adventurer's clipper. Right there is the Loot Song Junk, right next to us. Behind us is another adventurer's clipper, and behind that is a harpoon clipper. Then there's the luxury liner. The luxury liner is, well, for lack of a better term, luxurious. Highly luxurious. It says that the darn thing's that way. So that is the direction we shall go. There it is. It's huge. We have yet to figure out a way to buy it. And we kind of don't want to, if only for how expensive it's going to be. However, you can put things in here, and dolphins can apparently clip through it. There's side spots, or side hallways where you can go around. You can also dive off here into the water, or pull up next to a harbor and dock there. You can also hang out up here. It's very luxurious. So you can also control the awnings. So you see, those were down previously, like that. So if I were to come up here and play with this, oh yes, it also has hot tubs. See, hot tubs. Yes, it's extremely high class. I really don't see the point, but I'm not gonna say that it doesn't have one, because though I don't see it, there's probably a point. But there's like diving gear and people launching cannons. They're literally called human cannons. So, ready? This is gonna be fun. Bonsai. Whee! See, I use that to get air, so I can get up to a reasonable distance, whereupon I can, well, you know, pull out my glider. That's the Lute Song Junk, as I mentioned before. Very pretty, very difficult to steer. It's a warship. It's the Hirani designed warship. It's very, very pretty. There's the merchant ship, as previously mentioned. We're actually going to go back to the merchant ship, because the merchant ship has, well, the merchant ship, the Lute Song Junk, and I want to say the Nuian battleship have, well, larger ships tend to have binoculars or not periscope, telescope. That's what I meant to say. But so for a little bit, we're gonna drive around, see what there is to be seen. More accurately, we're gonna go drive over to that dock and try not to crash into anything. The merchant ship is a bit difficult to steer, and it's also not terribly well defended. For instance, those two cannons, even if you've got two people, one manning each cannon, you can't really do much. So what I have seen is there will be a merchant ship and 3 or 4 clippers defending it. Oop, didn't mean to do that. As I've mentioned before, rather expensive. But here's the Lute Song Junk. in miniature. And then there's this little booger. The fish find longliner, which I believe it has a different name over there. But this is a fishing boat, if you couldn't tell. Oh, here we go. Here's the adventures. Yeah, see, it has a cannon on this side, rather than a harpoon at the front. So over here are the Harani designed houses. As far as I've seen, the Nuians, or the humans, don't particularly... They don't have any house designs, much like the Firin. The closest I've found, the humans have the designs for Nuia, and the Firin have, or the Harani have the designs for Harania. Because I can't talk today. But so this is what my character currently looks like. I would very much like this house in real life. It's very pleasant. It's maybe not necessarily as... how do I phrase that? Not as spacious as certain other houses, but it's quaint, it's compact, it's very, for lack of a better term, homey. Much like these, actually. I mean, Harani. Oh, that Firin boy stand up again. Actually, while I'm here, I can show you guys my favorite bed. My favorite bed is actually one of the beds in the largest Harani designed home. This one. This is the house, the Swept Roof Manor, which is very pretty. I mean, look at this. Very well put together for display. I have yet to see one outside in the rest of the world. But see, this is like a cot. It holds two people. This one, however, is beautiful. Can't you just see a wonderfully attractive woman just laying there with a glass of champagne or something similar? However, I think my favorite house design is a little heretical in that I prefer the manor design of the humans, of the Nuians. Oh yes, while I am here, I'm also going to tell you guys of a story. I was chillaxing like a bala, laying on the bed in the farmhouse. And Red, as in the other faction, I don't remember if she was human or elf, but she came into the house, stood on top of me, sat on top of me, and then started taking off her clothes. So I quickly jumped out of the bed and started running around the aisle. She took chase. Hilarity ensued. I believe she was part of the guild Will Hero for Gold, or something similar to that effect. But yes, my favorite manor design is this one, mainly because it looks exactly like some of the builds that I've done in Minecraft. Speaking of which, I will actually be showing off some of my Minecraft designs a little bit later after I'm done working on it. But yes, as you can see, it's very grand. I mean, for Pete's sakes, look at this. It's gorgeous. Fireplace, you can... Oh, hi, Beacon. One of my small cats. Well, the only small cat we have. We have two cats, a small cat and a fat cat. But yes. If you own the house, you can light the fire. Am I comfortable? Can I help you? Fine. Then lay down. You may lay down in my lap as long as you do not bother me. Ooh, splendid bookcase. How splendid. Oh, how fancy. Yes, they have really nice works of art. Large bookshelf. I can also see a bed going right there. What, Beacon? I'm giving you attention. Or trying to, while also trying to not fall off the side of the building. But yeah, so as you can see, it's very pretty. Honestly, if I was going to get a house, a manor house, I should say, I would probably get the stone slate mansion design and build that. However, that's expensive as all heck. And then you've got the Fellowship Plaza, which is basically this. You got a general merchant, or sorry, general vendor, which has all the usual stuff, or more accurately, all the same stuff as a regular general merchant. You've got a Fellowship workbench model. Interesting. Oh, I should read that out loud. Different zones offer different Fellowship specialty workbenches. These workbenches can only be used by residents who pay taxes in that zone. The workbench will be replaced by regal cooking tools in zones without specialties. You've also got a communal well, a mailbox, and an auctioneer/warehouse. So, auctioneer, warehouse. Da-da-da-da. I do apologize if I seem to be a little bit distracted. I'm trying to give Beacon attention as well. Don't get me wrong, a lot of the houses in here are very neat. Oh, I have mail. The owl mailbox design. The echo owl, which I have because it's beautiful and I love owls. I sincerely adore owls. But yeah, so a lot of the houses are very simple in design. The castle, of the castle designs, I do prefer the Harani one rather than the Nuian one. Because, I mean, the Nuian one is very... How do I phrase this? Medieval. And I love medieval. However, there are stories and tales about the Great Wall of China that I believe influenced the Harani design for the castle. There, Beacon, are you satisfied? Are you sated? for the next 10 minutes. Successful auction notice. Sweet. Oh yes, I do also auction things off reasonably often. Doesn't always work. Go figure. I do tend to set my prices a little bit high. However, I do this for one of two reasons, depending on the day. One reason being that I'm really in need of cash. Another reason being I've seen it go for so much. I've bought it for so much, depending. Anyways, back to castle designs. Great Wall of China. Beautiful, beautiful structure. It has been noted that the Harani designs are very easternly based. So, it does not surprise me that this is what the Harani designs look like. More in particular, this gatehouse. How beautiful is that? Siege towers, or castle blueprints, siege towers, and trebuchet blueprints for all Europe. Yep. For all your sieging needs. How beautiful is that? That's a yes. The larger houses, when empty, the larger Harani houses, I should say, when empty, look like this. They're spacious, very grand. Very open. Rather homey, actually. Anyways, back to the rest of the world. Back to Harania, I should say. Oh, I have an adorable little kitten. Well, less of a kitten and more of a cat. In my lap. She's falling asleep too, so it's very cute. I do not like to carry any more than 5 gold on me at a time. Which I realize seems a bit odd. And it probably is. But I'm going to go do a number of trade runs, probably from Hasla to Rookborn Basin. I'm going to stop this stream here. When I get to Hasla, I will start it again. Take care, everybody.